Hello, English learners. I'm Alex.
And I'm Hazel. Today we're diving into the world of cooking at home. Cooking is a fantastic way to practice your English while creating something delicious. Plus, it's a valuable life skill.
Absolutely. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned cook, there's always something new to learn. So, let's get started.
Before we dive into our conversation, let's review some key vocabulary words that you'll hear today. These words are essential for understanding cooking instructions and techniques. Sauté. To cook food quickly in a small amount of oil or butter over medium-high heat. Example, sauté the onions until they are golden brown. This means to cook them quickly in oil until they have a light brown color.
Simmer. To cook food gently in liquid just below the boiling point. Example, let the soup simmer for 20 minutes. This means to cook it on low heat so that it's just lightly bubbling.
Whisk. To beat or stir rapidly with a light sweeping motion, usually using a whisk. Example, whisk the eggs until they are fluffy. This means to beat them until they are full of air.
Marinate. To soak food in a sauce or mixture before cooking to add flavor and sometimes to tenderize it. Example, marinate the chicken in lemon juice and herbs for 2 hours. This means to let it sit in the mixture to absorb the flavors.
Dice. To cut food into small uniform cubes. Example, dice the tomatoes for the salad. This means to cut them into small square pieces.
Hazel, what's your favorite dish to cook at home?
I love making pasta. It's simple, versatile, and you can add so many different ingredients. How about you, Alex?
I enjoy making stir-fry. It's quick, healthy, and you can use whatever vegetables and proteins you have on hand. Do you have a favorite pasta recipe?
Yes, I love making spaghetti aglio e olio. It's a traditional Italian dish made with spaghetti, garlic, olive oil, and chili flakes. It's simple, but absolutely delicious.
That sounds amazing. Let's walk our listeners through the recipe step by step. First, you need to boil the spaghetti in salted water. This means to cook it in water with some salt added.
Right. While the pasta is cooking, you can start to sauté the garlic in olive oil until it's fragrant.
Fragrant means having a pleasant smell. So, sauté the garlic until it smells wonderful, but be careful not to burn it.
Next, add the chili flakes and cook for another minute. Then drain the pasta and toss it in the garlic and oil mixture.
Toss means to mix lightly. So, gently mix the pasta with the garlic and oil until it's well coated.
Finally, sprinkle some freshly chopped parsley on top, and you're done. It's a quick and tasty meal.
Let's go over some of the vocabulary again to make sure you understand. Sauté, cook quickly in a little oil. For example, we sautéed the garlic. Fragrant, having a pleasant smell. For example, the garlic became fragrant. Toss, mix lightly. For example, we tossed the pasta with the sauce.
Now, let's practice using these words in sentences. Repeat after me. I sauté vegetables in olive oil. The kitchen was filled with a fragrant aroma. Toss the salad with the dressing.
Excellent. Hazel, do you have any tips for beginners who are just starting to cook?
Absolutely. Start with simple recipes and focus on mastering basic techniques like sautéing and simmering. Don't be afraid to experiment with different ingredients and flavors. Cooking is all about trying new things and having fun.
Here are a few more cooking terms to add to your vocabulary. These will help you understand more complex recipes and instructions. Broil, to cook food with direct heat from above, usually in an oven. Example, broil the fish for 5 minutes until it's crispy on top. This means to cook it under high heat from above.
Blend. To mix ingredients together until smooth, usually using a blender. Example, blend the soup until it's creamy. This means to make it smooth and even.
Garnish, to decorate a dish with a small amount of food, usually to add flavor or visual appeal. Example, garnish the soup with fresh herbs. This means to add herbs on top for decoration and flavor.
These words will make you sound like a pro in the kitchen. Use them in your cooking and you'll impress your friends and family.
Let's go through another recipe to practice these new words. How about a simple vegetable stir-fry?
Great idea! Stir-fry is quick, nutritious, and you can use any vegetables you like.
First, you'll need to marinate some tofu or chicken. In a bowl, mix soy sauce, ginger, garlic, and a bit of honey. Add the tofu or chicken and let it marinate for at least 30 minutes.
Marinate means to soak in the mixture to absorb the flavors. While the tofu or chicken is marinating, you can prepare your vegetables. Dice some bell peppers, carrots, and broccoli.
Dice means to cut into small, uniform cubes. Now, heat some oil in a large pan or wok over medium-high heat. Sauté the tofu or chicken until it's cooked through, then remove it from the pan.
Next, add a bit more oil to the pan and sauté the diced vegetables until they are tender but still crisp. This should take about 5 minutes. Add the tofu or chicken back to the pan and toss everything together.
Toss means to mix lightly. Finally, you can garnish the stir-fryer with some sesame seeds and chopped green onions. Serve it over rice or noodles.
That's all for today's episode on cooking at home. We hope you learned some new vocabulary and feel inspired to cook a delicious meal. And don't forget, practice makes perfect. The more you cook, the better you'll get at using these new words. Until next time, happy cooking and learning.
Goodbye.